Yeah, I just wanted to give some of my initial impressions of what I thought about Assassin's Creed Unity. Now, I have the PS4 version. I understand the Xbox One version runs a little bit better. I made a little bit of a mistake there because I actually thought that the general rule of thumb is that multiplats run better on the PS4, but this game is apparently CPU intensive. As you can see, in this little bit of gameplay, I'm gonna let it run the whole 9 minutes or whatever that I recorded. But honestly, um, I doubt I'll talk for 9 minutes. But anyway, I don't think the game's the train wreck that everybody thinks it is. I haven't seen any of the bugs, like, where the faces weren't loading, and I don't think the frame rate's terrible. I do think the frame rate, you know, it, it certainly doesn't go above 30 frames a second. Honestly, I don't even know if it hits 30 frames a second most of the time, but I'm not real sensitive to those things. And if you read NeoGAF or something, though, you would think the game runs at like 4 frames a second. It's not a slideshow. Uh, I've only played a few hours of the game. This is some early gameplay. I never like to spoil a lot, but as you can see, first off, all you can see, I'm not very good at the game as I watch the clip. But I've played a lot of the Assassin's Creeds. Now, I did skip after Assassin's Creed 2. I skipped quite a few of them up all the way into Assassin's Creed 3, so I probably missed some of the better games in the series. But compared to AC3 or Black Flag, some of the more recent entries or Liberation, I kind of like it. I definitely like it more than Assassin's Creed 3. Uh, I don't know if I like it more than Black Flag. But Black Flag was a great game. But one thing people are kind of forgetting is this game is a lot more ambitious than Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Now Black Flag was, obviously had sailing, but so did Assassin's Creed 3, and it it definitely had some nice graphics, but let's not get too crazy. Assassin's Creed Black Flag definitely still looked like an Xbox 360, PS3, Wii U game, whereas this actually really does look like a next gen game. Yes, there is some pop in. The line of depth for your view isn't very good, I guess. I mean, to me, it doesn't matter. There's a lot of characters. I'm not constantly, when I'm playing the game, nitpicking every little detail. I'm just playing the game. It's one thing that drives me nuts. Whenever anybody, records gameplay, it's like, look, just play the game. It's it's completely playable. I haven't, as you can see, I mean, I don't really have any real severe frame rate issues. It's definitely not 60 frames a second, and like I said, I don't even think it's 30 frames a second most of the time. But I'm not Digital Foundry. I really don't care. As long as the game's playable, I'm gonna have a good time and really enjoy it. I actually really did enjoy a lot of Assassin's Creed Unity, and I still haven't played any of the multiplayer. As we know, it's a co-op. It kind of reminds me of, I guess, like Wolfpack missions or whatever, but you can actually play some of the story mode uh, through co-op, from what I understand. And again, I haven't done it. I don't really have any. This sounds pretty pathetic. I don't really have any friends with a PS4 right now. I only have a few real life friends that I know, personally with an Xbox One. I guess I should have probably bought it for Xbox One, but again, the general rule of thumb is multiplats run better on PS4. So I bought the PS4 version, and yes, the frame rate, I guess is 20 some frames a second. But you know what? It's totally playable. Anyone that's played the last few Assassin's Creeds on last gen consoles, especially, I played Assassin's Creed 3 on Wii U, and honestly, I know that, I guess, frame rate was bad or whatever, and you know what? It was totally playable. I think sometimes people make a big deal out of nothing, and this is kind of one of those cases. The game's totally playable. Like, I think the graphics are gorgeous. Yes, there's clipping, there's pop in. The detail of the NPCs is, I guess could be better, but there's a lot of NPCs. It's not like, there's four NPCs. There's thousands on the screen at certain times. How is it going to look very good? I think sometimes people are overly critical and they're causing, ambition to stop. Now, is this game exactly like the other Assassin's Creeds? Yeah, pretty much. Is it the best game that came out probably September 11th? Or excuse me, uh, November 11th? Wow, that's bad. Um, no, it's probably not. I would say, Master Chief Collection's better. I actually did pick up another game as well, Shape Up, which is another Ubisoft game. It's a Kinect game. I haven't really played it yet. I'll let you know, guys, know what I think there. I'm actually getting my house work done a little bit, so I don't really want to jump around in my front room and tip the house over, as I only got 3 walls on my foundation right now. So anyway, so I'm excited to try out, Shape Up as well. But for this game, Assassin's Creed Unity, it's not bad. You know, it, like I said, it's probably not the best release of the week. Heck, I'd actually argue maybe even not Master Chief Collection's the best release of the week. I'm excited about the Mario Kart DLC, which it's downloading right now. I can't wait to try it out. Some of the new tracks and some of the characters. But as for Assassin's Creed Unity, totally playable. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. The lighting's next gen. The character models, when you consider the count, I think it's next gen. It's definitely better looking than Black Flag. People are crazy when they tell you, oh, Black Flag was the better looking game. Maybe it was the better game. Okay, I can agree there. I loved the sailing and stuff, but it's not the better looking game. This game is definitely a really attractive game. I'm going to let it run until at least the cutscene. As you can tell, I'm not very good at Assassin's Creed Unity, but I really think it's not that bad, and it's kind of being treated unfairly. Anyway, thanks for watching. This was John.
Look at that one. Pretty sure his shoes cost more than my rent.
She does not.
You up there! Stop! Get down!
Will you let me back in if I do?
What? Certainly not!
Well then, if it's all the same to you, I think I'll stay up here.
You, come here.
I'll see you in the garden later, yes? Of course.
Quite the turnout this evening.
I can't remember the last time we were all together like this.
Must have been that business.
M'accorderiez-vous cette danse pour gentilhomme?
Merci. Un autre jour.
What do you expect? She's half savage.
I'll not be made a mock of by the likes of him.
She always did love the chase.
You seem to have caused quite a commotion.
Well, what can I say? You were always a bad influence.
Oh, you were a worse one. Are you wearing one of my father's suits?
Are you wearing a dress?
Don't even start. I feel like a mummy wrapped up in this thing.
Must be quite an occasion to get you so fancy.
It's not like that. Truth be told, it's a lot of ceremony and pontification. Dull as dirt.
Well, when you don't invite me to your parties, everyone suffers.
I did try, but my father was adamant.
Your father?
Go. I'll distract them.
What? You're kicking me out?
It's complicated. I'll explain later, but for now, out the window.
Oh, no. You're not turning this into a repeat of that apple orchard.
Stop being such a baby. I'm sure there aren't any guard dogs this time. Go!